As indecision 2012 wages on, the Republican Party has finally come to a conclusion of what candidate hopes to represent them in the 2010 Republican presidential race. After fighting between Mitt Romney and then Michelle Bachmann, then Mitt Romney again, followed by Rick Santorum, then Mitt Romney, followed by Herman Cain, Mitt Romney, followed by Newt Gingrich, followed by Mitt Romney, followed by Rick Santorum, the party has now finally settled on Mitt Romney. In fact, as the April 9, 2012 BBC reports, because of this new focus on Romney as a frontrunner, seeing as Santorum has suspended his campaign, Gingrich is plotting how he can secretly take the nomination at the convention, and Ron Paul is, well, being Ron Paul. Obama is starting to have to prepare for his campaign and craft a message to effectively go up against Mitt Romney. Now, considering this important issue, we must ask today's question. Considering Romney as the likely GOP nominee, what theme should Obama focus on for his campaign? And the answer when considering Barack Obama and how he should focus his campaign against Romney, his primary theme should be middle-class populism. Now, when looking at this answer, it's not about being an Obama supporter or a naysayer, but rather looking at strategically what Obama ought to do if he hopes to win the election. And today, we will recognize that Obama should pursue this type of platform for three key reasons. First, it builds contrast between him and Romney. Second, it better allows him to support his record on the economy. And finally, it taps into some of the frustration that many Americans are having toward the rich. But first, when considering a focus in the middle class, Obama can better contrast himself with Mitt Romney by taking upon this issue, largely based on the single issue that Romney may not be able to relate to the middle class as well as Obama has. Now, by no means, none of these two candidates are poor, but Obama is much closer to being a middle-class American than Mitt Romney, as evidenced by several moments throughout the campaign. In fact, as pointed out by the Wall Street Journal of February 14, 2012, Romney, with a net worth more than $250 million, is estimated to have paid less than 14% in taxes, whereas Obama can claim that he has paid 34.5% on average, much closer to the average American and what they pay in taxes. Now, because Romney is seen as an other to the average American, Obama can paint him as a candidate who is out of touch with the American middle class. Furthermore, Romney has made several gaffes throughout the campaign that may come back to bite him come November. As detailed by the Washington Post on March 12, 2012, with stories of Romney talking about a funny instance where his father laid off 600 employees in a factory in Michigan, and joking one time that he didn't care about the lower class of society, Obama will not have a very difficult time painting Romney as someone who cannot understand middle-class concerns. On the other hand, according to the aforementioned article, Obama can portray himself as a candidate who is concerned about the middle class and can fight for their values, which leads me to my second point. When considering Obama's economic policy, it hasn't gone as well as Obama would have liked, but he can still claim that he was in fact working for the betterment of the economy, particularly focused on the middle class. About a year ago, Obama made a joke at a press conference that his 2009 American Reinvestment Act wasn't as shovel-ready as it should have been, and joked that it didn't actually go off as planned. However, an important segment that plan did impact was the middle-class society. The Economist of March 17, 2012 explains that because this act had a much larger impact on middle-class jobs than other jobs in society, Obama can still claim a victory. In fact, according to research from the Pew Research Center, published in December 2011, when looking at the overall impact of the Obama Reinvestment Act of 2009, even though unemployment spiked to nearly 13%, unemployment of the middle class, of the middle 50% of America, at no point exceeded 9%, which means that even though it didn't have the economic impact it intended to, it preserved hundreds of thousands of middle-class jobs, something that Obama can claim will benefit him in the campaign. So thus, he can actually turn a policy that didn't work as effectively as it should have into a major benefit for his campaign. Finally, when looking at Obama as a candidate, he can tap into some of the frustration that the average American is having when comparing themselves to the very wealthy. The Occupy Wall Street movement of 2011 is certainly over, but it has had a major impact on the psyche of the American populace. In fact, the Olms-France Press of January 27, 2012 explains that many Americans are now far more aware of middle-class and upper-class issues than they were before the campaign, as many more Americans who are middle-class who previously considered themselves to be rich no longer do so, creating a serious divide between the middle class of society and the perception of an upper class. And in fact, this could benefit Obama greatly in the campaign. According to a recent poll published by AP and Washington Post on March 19, 2012, in a recent poll, 22% of Americans believe that Mitt Romney can better preserve the economic security of the middle class, compared to 59% that said Obama could do so. Thus, by focusing the campaign on the issues of the middle class, Obama can grab hold of this 59% who believe that he can be the better protector of their interests, and as a result, by making it a serious campaign issue, can draw more votes to his side. So today, in returning to our question, considering Romney as the likely GOP nominee, what themes should Obama focus on for his campaign? The answer is clearly middle-class populism. By focusing on the issues that impact the middle class and the average American, Obama can better hold down the campaign and give himself a better opportunity. With Romney as a clear frontrunner, Obama's main goal needs to be to build contrast and to highlight how he is different from Romney. And by focusing on the middle class, strategically, he can do just that.